So it feels a lot warmer compared to yesterday. So when I walked to work, I mean, I've got a coat on, so it's not my thickest of coats. It's just my thin one. But yesterday when I set off, it was so freaking cold. It really, really was. Either that or I'm just used to it now. I don't know. But it is just like complete. Well, it's not warm, but it is definitely not like freezing my absolute knackers off like I was yesterday. But I mean, Saturday morning, I was like, oh, I come out the house and I'm like, oh, do you know, I bet there's nobody around. As soon as I walk out of my door onto the patio, there's two people driving down the hill, and I'm like, I'm sorry, like 6 o'clock in the morning, two people at the same time. I'm like, right. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just gonna go through West Vale because, like, typically I would be like, oh, I'm gonna walk up Viaduct, and you would rightly do that when it's like 2 o'clock and it's okay to do that in the afternoon. But yeah, because of the whole dark situation, actually I don't know, because it tends to be quite well lit on the Viaduct, and like, but I'm gonna walk through West Vale because it'll be safer. One thing I did yesterday, and I probably won't do today, so I walked along the canal yesterday, and sometimes typically that can be quite a nice thing to do, to just like walk on the canal. But then this one guy, it was a right pisshead. You know when you just get a bit cautious about somebody behind you walking, but then like you walk one way, and sometimes they just stay the same like position. But then you're kind of like, oh yeah, okay. But when they keep changing to what you do, I'm like, God, go away, you absolute prick. The car here, oh God, which is really not surprising. What gets me is the fact is, if you're excluding taxi drivers, that there's people out driving at 6 o'clock in the morning. I think, tell you what, I was pretty damn chilly yesterday walking to work. I just had to like, I was like, oh no, I'll take a coat with me. I thought I don't need a jumper, but the thing is, yesterday I needed to get a taxi to work. No, taxi home, because the weather was actually, to be honest, I got a taxi to the medical centre, picked something up from my mum, and I didn't walk very far from home, but the rain was so intense and stormy. I was like, whoa, I'm going to go back out when this stops. Which, by the way, was 7 o'clock in the evening. It just didn't stop raining. Like, it's okay. I mean, I've took the dogs out when it has rained, but it was like ferocious storms. Like, I'm talking winds of like 50 mile an hour. The rain was just coming down like you would not believe. And I actually think because of yesterday, actually, just kind of just like comfy eating, really. I was pretty much just doing that. I mean, I got different work trousers on, so also there's that fact as well. Is that somebody coming up a hill? Or somebody that's just it's just street lighting, I think. I was going to say, if you're going to get people out on a Saturday morning, when it comes to a Sunday morning, that's all I'm going to say, you're just not going to get anybody. Compared to yesterday, this was just super difficult yesterday, and doing it today is so far the opposite. That's typically it when you do your first early. That's weird. The weird thing was, for that first early, I got up really quite well. I woke up at 1 o'clock, and then it was just like an immense slow time to get to like 5:15, and it just didn't come around, and I was just like, whoa. And as soon as it got to setting off, I was like, God, I feel like I've been up ages, but I hadn't. And then, like, come this morning, I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, oh God, I've got another hour in bed, yes. I'm gonna say this right now. I think when I get into Westphalia, I'm gonna stop the recording and have this as like a separate video. Oh God, what the hell? Oh, hang on. Shh. Yeah, there's still activity going on, even though it's now 6:05 in the morning. How comforting. Walking this way, lights are on green. God, there really is nobody out. Good, that's how it should be. Because on a Friday morning, this same time yesterday, it was just carnage. Pretty much, it was just carnage from the minute I set off, and I'm like, yeah. But then, like, I'm kind of thinking, why is it this way? You wouldn't think it would be that way on a Saturday morning. I mean, there's still people out driving. I'm kind of like, why? Go to bed. I actually think, I'm going to say this with our Happy Meal stuff at work, we will run out. I think we've run out of the balloons, definitely. Because, like, on the sticks, I handed them all out yesterday. So it was literally what was on. Oh God. I'm seeing vehicles that are not taxis. Strangely enough. Yeah. I'm thinking, oh right, yeah, they're gonna be a taxi coming along here, but they're just not. No, you would see like you'd see like the writing on the car saying Ellen Taxis or A1 Ziggy's or Premier, but there isn't any actual taxi. It's just people out for a drive. I think. So the only thing we've got, the only thing we had was some like loose balloons in a little bag to hand out to people that still wanted one. But then we've got crayons, and then we've only got. I put some blank paper out. Just film this way. How many people have just decided to go for a drive? Because I thought, well, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, I need to go for a drive. You get the picture. So yeah, I put blank paper out. So when the thing is, when the crayons are gone, because I think they're gonna go as well. Because it's a weekend now. Everything's gone except for crayons and the blank paper. It really makes you think, oh my God, this is it. Just what do you have? Nothing. What do you mean nothing? We'll have nothing. Absolutely nothing. Also, as well, I've seen with our work that on the 16th of October we was going to have a spooktacular day. And I thought to myself, well, it would be really nice to work it, but it's a Sunday, and it'd be a fun day as well, so it'd be immensely busy. So what I thought I'd do, I said to Dad, well, it'd be nice if we went camping, or stayed in a little hotel, well, not hotel, but I stayed in a little lodge. So from the 14th of October to the 16th, that's what I've done. I'm just going to sort my phone out. It might not be very cold, but when you hold your phone the same way for like 10 minutes, when it's warm you don't really need to bother being cold because it's not cold. But when it's a bit chilly, you just forget a little bit. So I think we're gonna run out of crayons today, because like I said, people either use them to take home or whatever, or eat them. I've got loads. I think I ate quite a bit of comfort food yesterday, so like I got a cookie from work, I got a cookie from the petrol station, I got a muffin petrol station as well, and like some like matchmakers. But the thing is, I felt hungry though. I wasn't like binge eating. I just actually did feel like hungry, so I just kept. My body was just saying, feed me more. And I decided to go for a walk yesterday before it absolutely smacked it down with rain, which was a good decision actually, because it did really do so. I think one thing I can do when I get onto the main road is put my headphones on. I mean, I've got them on already, but put some music on through my headphones. 11:30. Oh, that's not the time, it's just how long I've been recording for. See, I'm wondering how many people are going to be along this main road down here. Oh, it's spooky actually. See, it'd be kind of cool to go away for Halloween somewhere, or to do some more Halloween sort of style things, like going into the dungeons. And so there's the York dungeons, there's the Blackpool dungeons. Be nice to do that sort of thing actually. I'm playing some scary games. Is there somebody waiting at the bus stop? Get walking, you lazy shit. Anyway, thanks for watching for now. Get walking, you lazy shit. Oh, it's starting to rain. I'm glad I brought a coat now. Anyway, thanks for watching, and goodbye.